What's quacking, lads? It's King Duck 29 back again with another Wizard 101 live balance full game walkthrough, part 12, episode 12, whatever you want to call it. And today, yes, today, we finish Arc 1. We will be beating Malistaire and moving on from Arc 1. This whole stream will just be dedicated to that, and we might start Wisteria because we're doing side worlds after. But yeah, it's gonna be quite the episode today. So without further ado, if you didn't see last stream, we decked our character out. We're gonna be decking our character out in drip for every single time we battle a final boss of an arc. Look at this black balance fit with the Malistaire staff that matches color-wise. We got Lord Murphy still. We opened some packs so our stats are a little bit better. We opened them in last episode. So we got 2,451 health, 166 mana, 56 balance damage, 18 balance accuracy, 15 universal, 10 balance accuracy. We got 61 power pip with 1 arch mastery. We're level 45. And today we didn't get the Drake hatchling mount that we were going for. As you can see, we completely plummeted. I guess we can open one pack just for the sake of the episode. We were trying to get the Drake mount for this dungeon, but we did get the 1 day. So we will be using the 1 day. We're probably not going to get it here, but that is what it is. Yeah, we got a Morganth thing. Yeah. Wanted to use our last bit of crowns for any luck. Didn't have it. Knew I didn't. That's alright. But anyways, today we're going to have quite the episode. We are going to be trying to beat Malistaire. Now, I had some hard thinking. I was like, should I try to solo this? I was thinking, should I try to solo it? And I think that's the best way to do it. You know, Malistaire's been giving us trouble this whole time. Why not solo him? I think y'all would agree it would make it a little bit more epic if we did solo him. So, let's go ahead and try to solo the dungeon. If we fail, we will try to team up. Like I said, if we do finish early, we will be doing some Wisteria. But yeah, we're gonna equip this 1 day mount. Still 40 speed, so it's not that bad. Oh my gosh, it's massive. But it's pretty much the same Drake that got us here. So that's why I wanted to do it, because this whole time in Dragonspire, it's like, we're making this Drake to get us to Malistaire. But this Drake is going to actually get us to Malistaire. How about that? So without further ado, let's go ahead. And we should level today. That's another thing.
You're about to enter a dungeon. If you log
1
out
hour
or
and
leave,
30 minutes. That's how tough this is. But yeah, this is still Valcor Sandust. We dripped him out a little bit for this episode, because we got to look fresh when we beat Malistaire, right? It just makes sense. Okay, let's make sure my deck is good. And we have to remember there is a stone rose we have to grab here. Let's see if I remember how to do this dungeon first off. Hopefully I remember how to do it by myself. I'd kind of suck if I didn't, right? The Path of Scales. Today we are finishing Arc 1. If y'all didn't know, Wizard 101 is broken up into 4 arcs as of this recording of the live stream. Arc 4 just recently finished, so this fall they should come out, this fall or winter they should come out with the first world of Arc 5. But yeah, as of now, Wallaroo, and I guess you could count Selenopolis, but I don't know if Selenopolis, you need to do Selenopolis as like main content. But anyways, Arc 1 is Wizard City, Krokotopia, Marleybone, Mushu, and Dragonspire. So that is what is considered Arc 1. So this is technically the finale of Arc 1. Let's try not to get pulled here. Oh, wow. We're starting great. We're getting pulled. I thought you were able to go around these guys, but it's honestly not a big deal. We should be able to just beat these guys pretty easily with a double-bladed sandstorm. Go ahead and test off our abilities. And we get weaknessed. I really hope I didn't get rid of that cleanse. Yeah, you should be able to go around this if you have a friend with you. Just go around, but yeah. So I wouldn't really worry about battling these guys. Some of these battles you can skip by just going around. They're feeling antsy today, lads. They're feeling antsy. Cleanse City. Honestly, might just hit through it. Ain't even gonna lie. Since they doubled us up. See if our damage can do the trick, since we got 6 more damage. It did not. But yeah, some of these battles aren't really necessary to do. Oh, only 24 health. We don't need to enchant this. As you can see, they didn't really do much to our health. I don't even know if they hit us. Yeah, I don't think any of them hit us. That could just be RNG. I don't know if that's actual how this battle works. Yeah, I don't recommend doing that battle. It's just mobs. It's not worth it. If I don't get pulled by these guys, I won't do it either. But I might get pulled. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, pretty much it's smooth sailing until you get to the elevator. It usually is. As I'm going the wrong way. Not following my quest arrow. Yeah, there's the elevator. Yeah, so we gotta take the elevator up. Look at this. We're in a volcano right now. This is 2008 or 2010 Dragonspire came out. I don't remember. But graphics are pretty good for the year it came out in. We're making our way to Malistaire, slowly but surely. Defeat Malistaire's Drake in Malistaire's lair. Alright. So now, I know that you don't just go straight to the door, but look, you'll go to the door and it's not going to open. The door is locked. Find the crystal. You're probably like, what? So, back in the day, these bosses here used to drop stuff, but I'm pretty sure you can skip these battles now if you don't get pulled. Ideally, I would like to not do them. Yeah, so we skipped that guy and go in here to get the crystal. And you gotta not get pulled again. I have a history of getting pulled by this guy. Just because it's such a tough walkway. Look at that. I'm getting clipped. Alright, so then you go in here. Oh, jeez. I feel like the mobs used to walk way closer to these ramps. I'm gonna say that and get pulled. So then you come out here. There we go. Dark crystal. The door unlocks. So you could just wrap around. It like loops around. So I mean that, or you could just go back the way you went. I'm just gonna go back the way I went, because I know I can get around it. Watch me say that, and now I get pulled. Let's see. But yeah, you pretty much just gotta get back to that door now that the crystal's there. You really only need to send one person for this. You don't really need to all go do that. Now, if somebody gets pulled, you can just dungeon recall these days, but back in the day, that wasn't a thing, so you'd have to... I think you had to battle those elephants, though, back in the day. I don't know. I never reached Dragon Spear back in the day because I would make new characters all the time. See, I've never hit max level before, so I don't know how it was back in the day for real. Like, I know, like, Avalon was out the first time that I ever beat Dragon Spear. Or maybe it was Azteca. I think it was Azteca. Trying not to get pulled by this guy. Go, 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 go! Alright, we made it. Now, the next battles are both, like, you have to do. Back in the day, I think it used to be timed. Like, you had to finish both of them, like... Oh, frick. I forgot you have to walk. But look at this. This is, like, one of the coolest scenes. That you can see Malistaire through the... I don't know why we don't just climb up there and, like, walk through that, but whatever. Never understood that, but it's alright. And if you look out here, you can see the hand of the Dragon Titan. Or pretty much right where the Dragon Titan is. But yeah, so you used to have to beat this like on time, I think. Both sides, and then both, like, they have like a magical lock, so you have to win each battle. So we gotta battle both of these guys. $890, okay. Yeah, so double blade. Hopefully they don't still tower shield. Hopefully they are now stun blocked, but we'll see. I guess we'll find out here. Okay, it's stun blocks. Alright, we should be able to beat these guys pretty easily. Okay, Sandstorm should take them out, and then we just gotta go over to the other side and battle them. But yeah, back, like, the YouTube videos I used to see back in the day, people would split up in pairs of 2. Make it a little bit quicker. But look, oh my gosh, I never realized you could see him that well. From right here. Yeah, look how close we are to him. Wow, he's like right there. Yeah, because that's those death guys you have to fight. Wow, we're really close. 890. Draw, get the monstrous. Hopefully I didn't just accidentally discard my normal blade for Blade Storm. That'd suck. Yeah, but I'm very excited. We started this journey 12 days ago, and 12 streams ago, and now we're finally finishing Arc 1. Pretty hype. Pretty hype. Now, we definitely had some really long streams last weekend, like the 7-hour Marleybone special and the Easter special on Mushu, where we finished those worlds all in one stream. Dragonspire took us a whole week, although one of those days we did do, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? We did Barkingham Palace. That was a struggle. Barkingham Palace was a struggle. Not even gonna lie. But I'm definitely happy to be here. I'm hoping we can beat Malistaire. He's definitely not as hard as he used to be back in the day. Alright. Now, Darkmoor Malistaire, that's a different story. Yeah, look at that. There's his wing. There's his other wing. Which means he's right there. Oh, look, we're there. A psych! We have to battle these guys. And then the Stone Rose is behind these guys. Now, this is a shorter dungeon than I remember. I don't know, but Malistaire is casting a spell around these guys, making us fight them. How much health they got? 890. It's not too bad. We're gonna have to restock our monstrouses before the next fight and pick up the stone rose. But yeah, our Arc 1 story. We're almost done with the Arc 1 story. That's hype. That is hype. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do Wisteria today. Unless I do a 30-minute stream. I could have done this last stream. I stalled last stream thinking it was gonna take forever. Dang. Alright, well. Yeah, I thought this episode was gonna be like the Buckingham Palace one where it took the whole stream, but no, we're only 20 minutes in and we're about to be at the last fight. Alright, sandstorm time. If this kills, we have one last fight with Malistaire. Malistaire Drake. Yep. You're next, Malistaire. Look at that. Spell books go and he spawns over there. Malistaire does drop some good loot. But first we gotta get the stone rose. The last stone rose of Dragonspire or Dragon Spear is right here.
You found the 10th stone rose.
It's best to grab that before your fight with Malistaire. Let's do TCs now. Well, we have enough, but let's just make sure. Just in case we gotta reshuffle. I don't know. I don't remember how much health he has. But I'm gonna be quiet because there's an ultimate cutscene.
Malistaire, this is Cyrus, your brother. Stop this madness at once. The Dragon Titan will no more serve you than he did the Lords of Dragonspire. Sylvia, your wife, she's gone. There is no power in the spiral that can bring her back. Certainly not this. My brother, Cyrus. You have apparently lost your faith in my abilities. How unfortunate. And how blind of you. The Lords of Dragonspire lacked the will to command the Dragon Titan. I am far stronger than they were.
Why does our staff look cooler than his? Ours has like glowing stuff on it.
I am the Master of Death! The Dragon Titan will do as I command. I will order it to return my wife Sylvia to life so that she might rule at my side.
Cyrus holds up the knowledge crystal, storing Sylvia Drake's memories.
I can see that in your madness there is no listening to reason. But perhaps you will listen to the sound of your own heart.
Yo, look at us just chilling in the background. Look at a freaking beast. That's why we needed the drip for this scene.
Malistaire, please. It's me, Sylvia. Listen to me. You must stop this madness. The man I loved would never risk the lives of so many for his own desire. I love you. Please release me. Be happy and move on.
I expected better of you, brother. You thought you could trick me with a mere illusion? You'll pay for evoking my beloved Sylvia. Now for my great work, the summoning of the Dragon Titan! Stand aside, young wizard. You cannot hope to stop me.
That sounds like a challenge. Alright. You see it right there. The Dragon Titan has awoken. And we got Malistaire Drake standing right next to us. We're pretty underleveled at level 45, but that's okay. Malistaire ain't got nothing on us. Let's go, Lord Murphy. This is what we came here for. Alright, so he's at 8,000 health. Wow. Alright. That is quite a lot of health. So what we're gonna do is blade up. Malistaire does the same. Yeah, bro's got a lot of health, but that's about it. We're still gonna win. We'll probably have to reshuffle, but I still believe. Blade up again. We haven't come this far to fail. What do you got, Malistaire? A weakness. Alright, that's kind of annoying, but we'll get rid of it. Let's go ahead and Blade Storm up. This is all you got, Malistaire? Banshee? You got anything else for me, man? Alright. Let's go ahead and draw. Draw again. We're gonna have to use this anyways. Draw again. Got the cleanse. Go ahead and get this weakness off and then we'll faint. This is where Power Nova would have been helpful, because we could have done a lot more damage to him instead of Sandstorm, but we'll get it when we get it. Level 45, so we still got 3 levels. Alright, that ain't cool. I think we just got a Sandstorm without the feint and then reshuffle for our blades. Because these guys are just going to keep weaknessing us. So let's go ahead and get rid of them while they're being annoying. And we'll chip away 1,000 of Malistaire's health. So he's got a little bit. He'll probably drain some of it back. What is this? Blade? Yep. He's got Death Blade. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Let's go ahead and Availing Hands. That way our health doesn't get in the scare zone. Yeah, he was gonna probably, what does he have? Thundershark or Kraken or something? Maybe Stormzilla, I don't know. Alright, let's reshuff. Get our blades back and everything. Ice Wyvern. What kind of spells does this guy have? I didn't bother to go look. Okay, let's... So we got our heal back, which is actually really good. I don't know if we would or not, because it's an item card. Let's blade up. But I guess it makes sense. We get our blade item card back. So if we need to heal again, we can. So it was actually a really good move to heal here. Okay, we get our other blade. Yeah, Malistaire is toast. Let's just make that clear. Alright, we're gonna wait because we have power pips, and we gotta stack up a lot of pips to do enough damage here. Ooh, he's got Skeletal Pirate. Honestly, I feel like he should have everything, even Scarecrow. But the good thing about him hitting us with this is he doesn't heal back any health. If he hit us with Wraith or like Vampire, he would get like 400 health back there. And that's just not really ideal. So he's actually not playing that well, honestly. Honestly, I don't even think he's hit us with a Dark Sprite yet. The Dark Sprite Legend has not hit us with a Dark Sprite yet. What is this, Kraken? Oh no, he's fizzled all his storm spells. Yeah, he doesn't want the smoke. He's gonna catch a Judgment to the face. And then with that, we will have completed Arc 1. What is this, Wraith? Oh no, it's an AO. It's not his AO. It's wanted, pretty much. How much is it doing? Holy crap! I'm out here saying we're about to beat this guy, and this guy's freaking whooping me. Holy crab cakes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I hope this does enough, because we don't have enough to heal afterwards. Is my mathing? We got to do about 6,900, 7,000. Let's see. Oh my gosh, we might be cooked, chat. Am I really throwing right now? Let's find out. Do we tank a vampire? I don't know. Does he have a blade? Oh, we tanked it. Okay, how much health does he have? Yeah, we gotta heal. Oh, we might have choked. No way I choked this fight, right? I completely underestimated his We just gotta hope he doesn't keep draining us, because otherwise we can take him out with some sandstorms. I think. I think. We have no blades. And we already used our reshuffle. No way we're gonna lose, right? I'm actually bad, lads. I'm actually really bad at this game. We'll find out. How much damage is a Enchanted Sandstorm doing? And we have 968 health. Let's see. Are we actually bad at the game? Yeah, we are. I don't think we kill. If he drains here, we don't kill. Oh, he fizzled. How much health does he have? 700 something? Oh my gosh. Alright, as long as he does not drain by the time we get pips. Or what is this? This might kill. Okay. Okay, it's either he kills us or he drains. So we lose if he drains, or we lose if he kills us. Or if we don't get a power pip next, we probably did. Alright, get a power pip. Oh my gosh, lads. I'm actually horrible at the game. I almost didn't pack enough spells, and I even packed a reshuffle. This is why we need Power Nova. But we beat Arc 1 in the most horrible way. But we did it.
I failed you, Sylvia. All I wanted was to free you from death. I've done so much to help bring you back.
Oh, Malistaire, I'm in a better place. Come to me. Rest now, my love. You can rest now.
Actually, we're gonna be seeing him in Azteca. So, I don't know.
You've done it. Close the cover on this unfortunate chapter.
I don't know about that, Cyrus.
It is unfortunate that you were drawn into such a dangerous battle, but you showed courage and ingenuity beyond anything I could have imagined.
Yeah, I almost didn't pack enough spells. Took 3 sandstorms, a judgment, and 2 heals, and a lot of bleeds and faints. But I definitely did not pack enough spells, but we did it.
I have lost my brother, though the true Malistaire was gone long ago. I will return us both to Headmaster Ambrose's office now. I've opened a portal leading there. I suggest you use it.
All right. The important stuff. What kind of loot did we get? We got a level 50 ice wand. It's not as good as the Skyrim Hosta, though. Lot of spellements. Any balance spellements? Dang, bro, how many spellements does this guy drop? Is this guy like an actual decent spellement farmer? Like somewhere to actually drop? Oh, we got some scorpions and clockwork. Is this guy actually a decent guy to farm for spellement, like rank 1, like arc 1 spellements? Maybe. Heck if I know. Alright. So we gotta talk to Zeke and Merle. Hatchling still has some time. Yeah. Let's wrap up Arc 1. Actually, let's throw in 50 crowns, see if we get anything good. Well, we got the level 50, what is this, death robe? Or hat. Okay. It's kind of useless. But, oh no, we got more spellements. Yeah, so the level 50 gear for him is alright. I'm not really going to go for it, because I'm just going to wait till Waterworks, to be real with you. Oh my gosh, now I got like 8,000 spellements again. Whatever, let's go talk to Merle and wrap up Arc 1. And then we'll go talk to Zeke and get our Explorer quest. Merle, we beat Malistaire.
Bravo, bravo, young wizard. Because you stopped Malistaire, you've saved every world upon the spiral.
I don't know, man.
The headmaster looks at you with a twinkle in his eyes.
I remember when you first enrolled at Ravenwood. I thought I saw something special in you.
I made this character 12 days ago.
I apologize for the actions of my brother Malistaire. With your help, I have released Sylvia's spirit and have done my best to set things right. And I admit that I should have trusted your instincts about the young wizard, Ambrose. Though off to a rough start, the wizard has become a truly remarkable student.
Ah, indeed. Now, how about heading back to our classes? I'm certain we can all use a break from adventure.
Oh, this is the new, yeah, this is the new Arch Mastery introductory. You can't go to Celestia until you do it. Or Selenopolis. Well, I forgot about that, to be real with you. Yeah, we might be able to go to Selenopolis. Not do the main 170 Selenopolis class, but yeah, we unlock Archweaving at the end of Dragonspire. Forgot about that. We gotta talk to Zeke though, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna pull us into it. We'll do these in a second. We want to go to Wisteria, but we'll start that in a minute. Let's see what we got to do here. What is this?
Young wizard, come and see me at once. I've important news for you about Celestia.
Oh wait, so I'm confused. What is this quest then? This is to get to Selenopolis, right?
Young wizard, you have done well to thwart the thief of my eye. It was a shame he no longer had the eye itself. What became of it? I can't remember. But I do remember, or I imagined. There was more to your quest than one rogue necromancer. A chill wind is blowing, but I can't quite grasp. You must prepare. You must harness magics beyond that of the average student. You must study the practice of archmastery. So far you have wielded the power of one of the 7 schools, but with diligence, with skill, with mastery, you can harness them all. The Duel Master in Unicorn Way, Diego, he can teach you the finer points. And Wizard, beware the shadow.
Alright, so that's for Archmastery, but the problem is we haven't fished yet, and part of the Archmastery cresting is fishing. So let's see if we can grab the Celestia quest, and then we'll also grab the Pigswick quest for Wisteria, because our plan is to do Wisteria next, then Grizzleheim, Wintertusk, and then go to Celestia. Yeah, we can't even talk to him about it, so I guess we have to do that.
As you know, the other faculty members and I are quite impressed with your performance here at Ravenwood School. So much so that we would like you to travel abroad as a representative of the best Wizard City has to offer. You will compete in a magical tournament, dueling students from other magic schools for the ultimate prize.
The Spiral Cup.
Sadly, Ravenwood hasn't taken the cup in a long, long while. But we can't give up trying. Please report to Mr. Lincoln in Ravenwood. He can provide you with all the details.
Alright, so I'm guessing this is the main quest to... Yeah, it is a main quest, so this is probably how you get to Celestia now. So we're going to hold off on that. It's also probably how to get to Selenolopolis, the Archmastery. So we're going to do these side worlds first, especially because that will give me time to do some fishing so we can, and think about what school we're going to go into for Archmastery. I didn't really think about that, to be honest with you. It kind of came so quick. Yeah, let's get a potion. How much gold do we have? Okay, yeah, we'll just buy the potion. I might as well just use this one-day mount for the rest of the day, right? Yeah, it's only a one-day mount. Might as well. Oh yeah, Mr. Lincoln.
Hello there, young wizard. I've been expecting you. The Ravenwood School of Magic must send a student wizard to participate in a spiral-wide tournament of magic. This tournament is a very prestigious event, a chance for students across the spiral to compete for their school's honor. The tournament is held at Pigswick Academy, a rival school to Ravenwood, located on the world of Wisteria. After reviewing all eligible students, Headmaster Ambrose and the other professors chose you to be our representative. You will need this ring to show that you're our champion, the student to defend Ravenwood's honor in the tournament.
Mr. Lincoln hands you a heavy ring with an emblem of Bartleby inscribed upon it.
Be sure to put that somewhere safe, mind you. Perhaps lock it away in a drawer. It's too precious to carry around loose. Now the spiral door will take you to Wisteria. When you get there, see the Pigswick Academy registrar, Mrs. Dowager. She'll get you set up and see that you're taken care of. Good luck.
All right. One more thing while we're right here. Let's see if we hit rank 3 on gardening. That way we can start our couch potato farm eventually. Oh man, it's not elder yet. Never mind. Not quite gonna hit it yet. Whenever this thing finally hits elder, which is really, really close, so it should probably hit it tomorrow, right? Yeah. Should hit it tomorrow. Alright, so let's go turn that Zeke quest in. And then we will head to Wisteria. And we'll have to pick up another Zeke quest. But yeah, I want to do Wisteria because it's pretty quick and easy. To be honest with you, if we don't finish it this stream, we'll definitely finish it at the beginning of next stream and we'll start Grizzleheim. But yeah, I just want to get those out of the way because we are a bit under-leveled. And I don't think the best idea is to go to Celestia right now. So we'll do Wisteria. We'll probably hit... Wait, did we not even level up from doing the Malistaire quest? Wow. Okay. That sucks. Thought we were going to at least hit level 46 for that, but that's okay. Yeah, so we're a bit under-leveled. Winter Tusk gives a lot of XP, so hopefully we can catch
young
up.
wizard, you found them all. Like
Alright. Master Explorer. Alright, so let's go to Wisteria now. We are officially done with Dragonspire now. So that's hype. And hey, that gave us some good XP. Wisteria will probably not give us a lot of XP, but I think doing the whole world should give us enough just to get to 46. Let's see what Dowager has to say.
Hello there. You must be our visiting wizard. Welcome to Pigswick Academy. I'll need to see your Ravenwood ring. Just a formality, of course.
You show Mrs. Dowager the ring Mr. Lincoln gave you. She inspects it and hands it back.
Excellent. Be sure to put that somewhere safe. You're here, of course, to build a sense of community between the different magic schools and to try to win the Spiral Cup. Go to the tournament hall to take a look at it. Then speak to Benedict Glendemming. He is both Master of Arms and our judge. You will probably need to demonstrate your skills in a qualifying match. So be on the ready. When you've passed the qualifying round, return to me and we'll get you sorted out. How exciting!
Alright, so we are a bit over-leveled for this world. I think it's like level 20 or 25 you get access to this world, so we could have done it back in like Croctopia, but I just kind of wanted to get it over with quickly. So yeah, that's why we're doing it after Dragonspire, and I wanted to continue on with Arc 1. So now that we have a little buffer into Arc 2,
You inspect the Spiral Cup.
we'll do
The
these side
greatest
worlds.
prize in all the Spiral. It looks like it's been here a while.
Also to get the XP. We really need that XP right now, but this world doesn't give much XP at all. I just really enjoy the tournament style.
Greetings, visitor. I am Benedict Glendemming, Master of Arms of Pigswick Academy. For years, I have taught magic and dueling. With my training, Pigswick students have won the Spiral Cup again and again.
Not this year.
I am also the judge of this fine competition. My decisions are as fair as they are final. You come from Wizard City, no? You have my sympathy. Let us see if that charlatan Diego has taught you anything of worth. To qualify for the tournament, you must step into the Chamber of the Basilisk, if you will, and defeat Blaze Flamerender.
Yeah, Blaze
There is
doesn't
no shame
stand
in
a
defeat,
chance.
so do not feel too badly if you do not succeed. Perhaps next year, no?
Whoa, buddy, we just got here. We're gonna qualify. Dang, bruh.
Well, well, well. A wizard of Ravenwood, huh? I'll go easy on ya.
Alright, yeah, we'll probably just judge. I don't think we need Blade Storm. Yeah, we'll probably just judgment this guy and he'll be cooked. Yeah, this guy's absolutely baked. I really hope.
Wow! Go and tell Master Glendemming that you won the duel. I wasn't expecting much, but you certainly showed me a thing or two.
Dude, yeah, we one-shot you. Round 1. Get out of here. Yo. Yeah, that guy got cooked. Alright, yo. Benedict.
So Diego has stepped up his game, no? Very well, then. You will not be going home just yet.
Oh, I'm not going home till I get that trophy.
The tournament consists of 4 rounds of duels, each round against a rival school. You must win each duel to proceed.
Easy.
See Mrs. Dowager outside. She will see to your accommodations within the student dormitory.
All right. Back to Mrs. Dowager.
Good for you. It's been so long since a Ravenwood student competed. I was worried they'd given up teaching magic there. Now that we've determined you'll be staying to compete in the tournament, it's time to get you squared away. You should report to the student dormitory. There you can meet the students you will be matched against and introduce yourself. You'll be sharing quarters with Beatrice Wildwind, Kisai Shugenja, Nalia Doomstrider, and Randolph Spellshine.
Why'd she say his name like that?
You should also take the opportunity to put your Ravenwood class ring away. There's a small dresser. It should be safe there.
Yeah, that's weird. She said his name like that. That was a little weird. Not gonna lie. Alright, Zeke. I'm here.
Hey there, little wizard.
We're looking for
If
wallflowers.
you could find them all and return to me when you know where they are, I'd be mighty grateful.
There's the Equilibrium School, which is the equivalent to balance. Alright, there's Beatrice.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm Beatrice Wildwind from Weirwood. I look forward to crossing spells with you. Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Greetings, my fellow wizard. Please allow me to present myself. Kizai Shugenja, representing Mushu in this tournament.
From Mushu.
I have longed to pit my magical skills against one of the Ravenwood School wizards, so this is fortuitous indeed.
What a guy.
It's a pleasure to meet you, student of Ravenwood. I am called Nalia Doomstrider, and I come from a place called Mirage.
Mirage.
I am unsurprised you have never heard of my world. It is a subtle place, an oasis in a desert of mystery. Perhaps we will speak more before the tournament.
All right, now Randolph.
You're the Wizard City representative? The tournament has really lowered its standards this time around, I
All right,
suppose.
Randolph. Relax. You're getting one-shotted.
You don't think you have a chance of winning, do you? The Spiral Cup isn't going anywhere, and I'll be the one to win it.
Yeah, he's getting a judgment to the face. Put our ring in the dresser.
You place the Ravenwood class ring in the dresser. It should be safe here. You should report back to Mrs. Dowager.
All right, Mrs. Dowager.
I trust you had no trouble settling in. It's time you met the headmistress of Pigswick Academy, Belladonna
this
Crisp.
world's meant for
She
level
makes
20.
A point of meeting all
So
students.
saying that I'm 45, I should steamroll this world. But it is a side
Please go
world.
to the headmistress's office and introduce yourself. Please don't be late. She's a strong believer in discipline.
But it is one of my favorite worlds, based off of the tournament style. So, gotta do it. And plus, we're really underleveled and we're gonna get destroyed in Celestia. So we gotta hold off for a little while. Might as well do the side content. Belladonna Crisp.
I've been waiting. What kept you? I suppose you've been welcomed by Mrs. Dowager and passed Benedict's test, so let's dispense with the formalities. I'm not sure what claptrap and nonsense they fill your head with at Ravenwood. But at Pigswick Academy, we study real magic.
Yeah, I wouldn't be all that confident when I destroy everyone in this tournament.
The first order of business will be for you to go and meet the professors here. They're a top-notch group, without exception. I hope they can straighten out some of the foolishness Ambrose and his cronies may have passed along. The classrooms are located throughout the city. You should speak to
Disrespected
everyone
Ambrose.
in whatever order you
Not
please.
cool.
They are as follows. Professor Thaddeus Price, who teaches Tempest Magic. The Earth Professor is our very own Chester Drawls. Ember Magic is taught by Professor Anku. Edna Fuligan teaches Spirit. And Chaos is Hieronymus Bunch. Rounding out our faculty are Quentin Burble teaching Frost Magic and Velma Pepper in the Equilibrium classroom. You look confused. You don't know those schools of magic. Speak to our faculty. Perhaps they can help.
Yeah, they're literally just renamed schools. Like, even Dragonspire used the same names that Ravenwood used. So they're just using the wrong names. Like, and then so does the Arcanum later down the line. They use Balance, Ice, all that stuff. Like, this place is just doing it wrong. Like, I don't know. Let's talk to Chester.
Welcome to the School of Earth Magic, young wizard. From the look of the soil on your boots, you're from Wizard City, right? I am Professor Drawers. Chester Drawers. What? Why are you smirking? At any rate, I teach Earth Magic here at Pigswick Academy. Magic of ground, growth, and the untamed wild. Because my school is that of the Earth, I find it stifling to teach inside, so I lecture outside whenever possible. Other schools teach flights of fancy and arcane manipulation of ethereal flummery, but Earth Magic is the magic of the real. From Earth came all things, and eventually, all shall return to its clutches. Unless you have further questions, I really must return to my duties. So many papers to grade.
Seems like you're just standing next to this tree. Not grading papers, bud. Alright, to the Myth School, or School of Chaos. But it's definitely just the Myth School. Alright, this guy's dripped out. This guy knows what drip is.
Hello there! Did I surprise you? I'll wager you're thinking, whoa, is that a Yeti? Teaching? I'd never expect that. Chaos! That's the sort of thing I teach here. I am Professor Hieronymus Bunch, and Chaos Magic is my school of specialization. Chaos is the magic of the unexpected, the unusual, the unpredictable. It defies logic and turns things downside up. Anything and everything you can imagine can be found in chaos, except order. Order is boring. You don't want to find that. We'll talk more later, I'm sure. Or am I?
What a legend. Alright, he's cool. Alright. Next is the Storm School, but they call it Tempest, which is a spell from the Storm School. So, alright, Thaddeus. What do you got for me?
Greetings, young wizard. I am Professor Thaddeus Price, Professor of Tempest Magic. I suppose you're interested in learning something about Tempest Magic, right?
Not really.
Tempest Magic is about duality and hidden meaning. Like the tide, it's about the ebb and flow of life. The surface is stormy, to be sure, but beneath it is dark and quiet, and the waters are deep beyond imagining. I gather they teach a slightly different approach at Ravenwood, but I'm fairly certain that here we have it right.
I don't know. Ravenwood, Dragonspire Academy, and the Arcanum do it the same way. That's 3, and y'all are the only ones that do it this way. I don't know. Alright, let's go to the Fire School. AKA, what is it called? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Oh, it's a Mander. What a legend.
Greetings, O honored guest from Wizard City.
Ember.
I am Professor Anku, your humble servant and guide to Ember magic.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, you're cool and all. You're a Mander, which is sweet, but it's fire magic.
Ember magic is about warmth and security. In the cold dark of the spiral, Ember is like a warm rock to stretch out on. Wizards who study Ember magic are not very adventuresome and prefer the comforts of hearth and home. Ember wizards are crafters, doctors, and cooks, using flame to forge artifacts, treat injuries, or bake cookies.
Baking cookies sounds pretty epic, not gonna lie.
So from the Ember we can learn much. Better to be safe and patient than to leap into action. I hope that explains things.
Yeah, the whole baking cookies thing seems pretty epic. Seem like this guy makes a bunch of cookies. You like cookies? Didn't answer. That's alright, we'll assume he does. Cookies seem pretty epic. Alright. Let's see the other schools. We've seen the Myth equivalent, Life equivalent, Storm and Fire equivalent. Let's see. Oh. What is this? The Ice equivalent. What is this? School of Frost or something?
Well, hello there, my little friend.
Yep.
What brings you here? You want to learn about frost magic? You should talk to someone who knows then. Oh, that would be me. Caught me off guard, you did. Right. Where was I?
Does this guy even know what he's doing?
I am Professor Quentin Burble at your service. You may have surmised that I am not from around these parts. I teach Pigswick Academy students about the nature of frost. Frost is fleeting and quick, a fragile and delicate thing. It appears rarely, but when it does, it forms crystals of amazing beauty and complexity. Frost is like magic in that. Do you understand frost magic now? Because I'm afraid I don't know more than that. I'm behind in my lesson preparation.
Yeah, I don't know if they really get anything done in the Frost School. It doesn't really sound like it. But that's okay. Now to the Death School, aka School of Spirit.
Who dares disturb me? You must be here for the tournament, eh? Another of those tiresome Meet the Professors tours. Let me introduce myself, then. I am Professor Edna Fuligen, and I instruct Pigswick students in spirit magic. Spirit magic concerns the ghostly state that exists after life. We are students of the immaterial world. I've heard of problems with Professor Malistaire back at Ravenwood. Maybe his assistant Dworgen will be better.
Alright. Now, the equivalent to my school balance, Equilibrium. Let's see how cool they are. Somebody from Marleybone.
Why, hello there, young wizard. You have the look of a newcomer to Pigswick Academy. Welcome to my laboratory. I am Professor Velma Pepper, and I teach the magic of equilibrium. My school represents bringing order to the spiral. The natural world is full of confusion and disorganization, and thus it is the role of the equilibrium wizard to create harmony. We must use whatever tools we have in this important duty. All are equal, so long as they perform the task at hand. I trust that what I've taught you instills a semblance of order to your own worldview. Now, though, I must return to work.
Alrighty, those are the 7 schools in Wisteria. Pretty confusing, but yeah, they're different names, but they're pretty much the same school, I would assume. I mean, they describe them differently. Than, like, especially fire, that stood out to me. It's like, oh, we're calm and bake cookies, but at the fire school in Wizard City is like damage, you know, attack, attack, attack.
Did the tour of our faculty help repair the inadequacies of your prior education? Perhaps when the tournament is over, you can transfer from Ravenwood to Pigswick and really learn something.
I'll pass.
I've heard that at Ravenwood, they teach you that the source of all magic is a tree, and it's in the center of your school. How awfully convenient that must be. Do they really expect you to believe such nonsense? At Pigswick Academy, we recognize that the source of all magic is a fountain, not a tree, and it's right here on campus. If you take a look at the fount of magic, you'll see the error of your ways. It's in the center of campus, not far from here. When you're finished, return here and let me know what you've observed. You're a student, so go on, learn something.
Yeah. I don't know about the whole fountain thing. Bartleby actually talks and is actually pretty valid, so I don't know. Bartleby's a legend. Let's check this fountain out.
Examine the fount of magic. Looks like any other fountain. Something doesn't add up about this place.
Yeah, something definitely doesn't add up about this place. This place is mad weird.
Did you notice anything magical about the fount?
Nope.
I mean,
not at all.
Surely you saw how it must be the one true source of magic.
Nope, just the source of water.
You know, we heard from Headmaster Ambrose that you were good at solving problems. I've a mind to put that to use.
So you trashed me this whole time, but then you're gonna use me to do stuff for you?
Go and speak with Captain O'Hare outside the gate to Pegasus Place. Tell him I sent you and that you're there to help.
Okay. So we get trashed and then sent to do stuff for them. Awesome.
Sorry, no admittance. Pegasus Place is off limits to students and faculty until further notice. Headmistress Crisp sent you. I'm not sure. If you're anything like the students here, I can't see how that will help. Still, if she vouches for you, then who am I to argue? Let me explain the problem and you see what you can do. Pegasus Place has been taken over by a fierce band of goblins. We don't know where they came from, or how to send them back. You'd be doing us a favor if you could jump in and thin the wood goblins' ranks. Make them think twice about staying. Can you go into Pegasus Place and defeat 6 wood goblins, and return to me when you're done? Be careful in there.
They never changed the audio when they nerfed the quest, so you just have to beat 2, but he says defeat 6. They never fixed it. Which is fine with me. I don't want to defeat 6 of these guys. You kidding me? Alright, we shouldn't have to blade or anything. Let's see how much health they have. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we shouldn't have to. I didn't think we would. Oh my god, I accidentally hit pass instead of draw. What am I doing? Lads, I'm cooked. Lads, I'm actually cooked. I'm choking. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? They could have been dead. Pulling all my cleanses. There we go. Oh my gosh, let's see if this kills. This should. Sure does. Yeah, these bosses are like level 20 or 25, so they're not even bosses, minions. So don't get pulled. Oh my god, we're so lucky. Yeah. Belladonna crisp.
You certainly sent some of them packing.
Yep.
Things might be a little safer now that they know not to mess with you. Our head gardener, groundskeeper Vern, is missing. Can you go back into Pegasus' place again and see if he's all right?
Yes. Yes, I can. All right. Back to Pegasus' place. Also, at level 60, we'll get to do the Elephant Tower, which is actually pretty challenging. So that's another reason I want to do this world, because at level 60 we got Elephant Tower, Waterworks, and Zigzag. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
Why, hello. What are you doing here? This place isn't safe for students. Wisteria was once wild and overgrown with vines, but we cut them back and made this place a school, Pigswick Academy. I am groundskeeper Vern, head gardener around here. It is my job to know every inch of these streets and parks. These goblins and their hobgoblin overseers are new, arriving just when the tournament was to begin. They're not native to this world of Wisteria, so I would like to know where they came from. Since they arrived, some strange new plants have sprung up on Pegasus Place, and I suspect they're tied to the new visitors. Can you go and collect 3 samples of these strange plants, so I can do some research into their world of origin?
Probably best to leave a mark at Groundskeeper Verge instead. Oh, there's one right here. Clutch. No. Bow. No. Looking for these strange plants. Gotta get the stone block. No. Silver chest. Looking for the last strange plant. There we go. Back to Groundskeeper Vern.
Wonderful. I'll compare these to my field journal, Plants of the Spiral, and see what I can learn. With the guards afraid to enter Pegasus Place, the area's undefended. What's the Airy? Well, it's the stables where we raise Pegasi to be trained as mounts and gifted throughout the spiral. If you're up to it, could you check on Lap and Wing Tamer, the stable master of the Airy?
Yep.
The Airy is just down the street.
I got you, Groundskeeper Vern. We're actually getting pretty decent XP, so we'll definitely level at the end of this world, I think. We're just not getting a lot of XP from it. That'll be how it is for for Grizzleheim and Wisteria. But once we get to Wintertusk, we'll really start leveling. I'm hoping I can get Power Nova shortly into Wintertusk, because it will really help us. Because I just want to be at least level 50 by the time we hit Celestia. But if we're over leveled, that's even better. But we are very under leveled right now. That's why I'm doing these side worlds. Got the Proud Pegasus statue. Alright, Lappin.
Whoa! I dared not hope anyone would come to find me with the goblin horde all around. I don't know who was crazy enough to send a kid into this place, but as far as I'm concerned, any help is welcome. My first concern is for the well-being of the Pegasi under my care. Can you help me see to their feeding? Unfortunately, the goblins came through and stole all of their food. I don't know why, because they don't even eat the stuff. Tell you what, if you want to help, you'll get back 5 bags of Pegasus feed. You'd be a lifesaver.
5 bags of Pegasus feed. Alright. 1, There's another, but we'll probably get pulled. Let's try not to. How are we not pulled? That was pretty epic how we didn't get pulled there. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, there's one. Balance mobs. I think we have to fight those guys. We'll have to rearrange our deck when we do that, because they will have a pretty decent resist. One more. Let's see if the first one respawned. It did. Clutch. And parchment. Let's go. Alright, back to lapping.
Well, good work. That reminds me of an old joke. What do Pegasi like to eat? Flapjacks!
What?
Well, thanks for your help. I'd feel much better, though, if I were able to lock the Ares doors against the goblin horde. I left my keys inside, but they were stolen by the hobgoblins when they ransacked the place. Could you recover the stable keys from the hobgoblin who took them? When you get them, bring them back to me.
We're gonna have to redo our deck before doing this fight. Pretty much get rid of this and put in Spiritual Tribunal, and then check our TCs, restock our TCs. Alright, Hobgoblin time. Hopefully they don't Spirit Shield a lot. That would kind of suck. Alright, so we can do one right off the bat and it should just kill. Alright. Alright. What are we getting? Oh, we fizzled. Yeah. Don't weakness me. No, not cool, not cool. Okay, they have elemental shield, so we did a good move by using spirit. Can I get what I want? Hey, look at that. We pulled the cleanse. Now let's hope these one-shot, because if they don't one-shot, we don't have a backup hit. Please hit me. Don't use a weakness. Yes. Alright. Time to lock in. Let's kill this guy. Alright, we're gonna hit death. I believe we're gonna hit death. Myth. Yeah, it kills. Nice. Alright. Let's go with death again. Life. Anything but death. It's alright. It still does the same thing. Regardless. Alright, back to lapping. Go ahead and take those out. Put the sandstorms back in.
You've done it. Thanks to you, the area will be secure. When the Goblin Horde first arrived, I did some scouting to see what was going on. I saw where they came from. The goblins sprung from a magical portal down the street. You should take a look at it and tell Groundskeeper Vern.
Yeah, let's go ahead and check out this portal. Let's not get pulled though.
You examine the magic portal. It would be risky to interfere with it without understanding it. You should describe it to Groundskeeper Vern. Maybe he's figured out where those plants came from by now.
Alright, back to Groundskeeper Vern. Good thing we left a mark at him.
Those plants you collected for me earlier were listed as native to the world known as Weirwood. If the goblins are coming through a magic portal, then it stands to reason that they are from Weirwood as well. A student from Weirwood came to the tournament. Beatrice Wildwind, I think her name was. Maybe you've met her. Maybe you can ask her if she knows anything about this magic portal. I'd hate to think she was responsible, but best to check.
Alright, we don't need to do that side quest. Let's port back and go to Beatrice. Alright, let's see what's up. What do you know about the plants?
What's that? A magic portal? From my world? It can't be! From what you describe, the plant is wild viridian. It grows native to Weirwood, where I come from. The goblins like to use it as a seasoning, so they plant it wherever they go. If it's here on Wisteria, it's their doing. A goblin portal is dangerous to meddle with, but I know of an incantation that can close it, never to return. We'll need some ingredients for the incantation, and those can be found in the Merchant Street, here in Pigswick Academy. Here's a list of ingredients. Visit the merchants listed and return to me when you have the items on my list.
Why can't we both go and get some to make it quicker?
Beatrice copies a list of ingredients from her spell book and gives it to you. Some of these items seem a little strange.
Alright, let's see what she has on the list. We might level soon. We're a bar away from 46. That'd be pretty hype. I do want to level up in this stream. I don't think we get anything for level 46, I don't believe. But we do get closer to Power Nova. Alright, Oliver.
A spindle of enchanted thread, spun from fog and spiderweb? I have that right here.
Okay, that was a little interesting, but let's see what else kind of wacky stuff they got on the list.
A crystal? Made of the dried tears of a cyclops? Those are on special this week.
Oh, they're on special this week. Alright. What is up with this place? Alright, let's go to the wand shop and see what they got here.
Rainbow ink from a sky squid. You're in luck. The shipment from Imperia just came in.
Imperia? They're bringing up Imperia this early on. Imperia wasn't even out yet. Same with Mirage with the other girl. The ring and an amulet vendor.
Some adamant metal filings? Sure, I have that laying around. I usually throw it back in the kiln to melt again.
Alright, back to Beatrice. We got everything on the list. Oh, no, I'm just blind. We're not going back to Beatrice. What the hell back? There's one more place we have to go. The pet store. Oh, she's upstairs.
A flask of breath caught from a night gaunt? I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere. You're welcome to it.
What is a night gaunt?
There, that should do it. Bad news. I looked at my spell book and I realized I have the ingredients for the ritual, but I don't have the incantation. They should have a copy of it at the library here in Pigswick Academy. Could you go to the library and get it? I think the librarian is named Hugo Chatterley. Tell him it's of utmost importance.
All right, to Hugo. Now, there is a side quest we actually have to do for Hugo to get all the wallflowers for Zeke. So we will be doing that. It's a very quick one. It's just like a dungeon you have to do, but I believe there's like a thing you have to do at the beginning to get to it. I don't know. I don't think we even have access to it now, but once we're able to unlock it, or at the very end of Wisteria, we'll do it. Just to get the wallflower. It's pretty simple. It's not a hard quest at all, especially since I'm so over-leveled. Maybe if I did it on level, but it's not that bad. Alright, Hugo.
An incantation to dispel a goblin portal? That's not exactly the sort of spell we let new students meddle with. That's in the restricted collection. I can only release the incantation with the permission of the headmistress. Speak to Headmistress Crisp and return to me with a permission slip. It's but a formality, but rules are rules. You know, it occurs to me that as a visiting student, you haven't received, rather than this fine...
This is not the side quest I want to do.
These works are spread throughout Wisteria, so you will have to keep your eyes open for them.
Yeah, that is not the side quest that you do. I'll show you guys the side quest. So unless you want to do the book one, you can, but you don't have to. So we're not going to. Alright, Belladonna, what do you got for me?
What's this? I send you to help Captain O'Hare, and the next I hear from you, you're talking about dispelling goblin portals? Very well then. I'm getting a clear picture of how Ambrose runs his school, and believe me, it's not a pretty picture. Take this back to Chatterley and tell him he's to help you to the best of his abilities. Is that all?
Headmistress Crisp hands you a permission slip for you to access the incantations book that...
I understand from your Ravenwood transcripts that you're quite a detective, willing to... We have a slight problem here in Pigswick's Merchant Street. Speak with the merchants affected. Oliver Quickneedle,
Easy, Belladonna.
and Geoffrey Spellston to find the guilty party.
Not doing your side quest, Belladonna. Alright, so we got the permission slip. But the thing is, she said that she doesn't like how I'm doing things, but I'm literally doing this for her. She told me to deal with the problem over there, and I'm dealing with the problem. I don't really understand this place, man. Don't really understand. Alright, Hugo. Got the permission slip.
Excellent. I took the liberty of copying the incantation you need while you were speaking with Headmistress Crisp. Use it with caution.
Hugo Chatterley hands you a strip of parchment paper with the incantation written carefully upon it.
You know...
Easy, Hugo.
These works are spread throughout Wisteria, so you will have to keep your eyes open for them.
These guys are antsy. Gotta look out for them. Alright, Beatrice, we did it.
Wonderful! I hope it wasn't any trouble. If you're the only one who has permission to enter Pegasus Place, you'll have to perform the incantation yourself. Just take the items
okay, this
you
is
collected
valid.
from the
We
merchants
actually have to do it because we have
and the incantation
permission.
you got from the library, and follow the instructions. You should check in with Groundskeeper Vern before you do anything. He should know what to expect if it goes badly. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I hope.
She says I hope. Like, what do you mean I hope? You gave me the recipe to dispel it. Does this mean there's an issue that could possibly happen? Alright, groundskeeper, what do you think?
You came back? Don't you realize this place is doomed? You brought a means of dispelling the magic portal? And all of the ingredients? Let me see that. There is a problem. The final ingredient in the spell requires the soul stone of the leader of the goblin horde. The goblins have spoken fearfully of Lord Graustark. I suspect that whoever he is, he's lurking in the tower down the street. You should go and defeat this Lord Graustark and collect his soul stone, the source of his magic. Only then can you use the incantation to dispel the portal. Return to me when you have done that impossible deed.
Bro thinks that's impossible. Come on, cuz. We just beat Malistaire. You don't think I can defeat this guy? Oh, man. This place would be doomed if I didn't come here for the tournament. And the wallflower is actually going to be coming up here shortly. Let's not get pulled though, we gotta lock in. Alright, it's going to be right over here. Yep, there's the wallflower for Pegasus Place. And I believe this is a myth boss, and he might have one of them balance guys as a minion. This, yeah, see, look, the gold is really low because it's a lower world level-wise. But we're dripped out. I actually like how the wand matches with this outfit, like, a lot, actually. Please be one of the fire dudes instead of the balance.
Is it time already for my afternoon snack? I don't remember placing an order for Wizard, but you'll do.
Sorry. We're gonna go ahead and just, Spiritual Tribunal the minion. You're cooked. Sorry, the music is so fire, the battle music. We're gonna get death this time. We got life and myth before, we're gonna get death. Life. We got life. Doesn't matter, he's cooked anyways. And then we'll judgment the boss. Yeah, the boss has like 1,000 health. Yeah, that's not much at all. We'll blade up. Savior of the Spiral. Valkor Sanddust. The Savior of the Spiral. Pretty baller name. Two, 4. Alright, we're gonna faint for safe measure. I don't know how much damage we'll do with Judge, but I've been underestimating and overestimating it like crazy. Especially how it almost cost us the Malistaire fight, because I almost did that. We gotta be a little bit more cautious here. This should kill with a double blade and a feint. Oh yeah, we were way overkill.
you find a small, gleaming gem, shimmering with power.
Maybe this place is level 30.
This must be the soul stone groundskeeper Vern spoke of.
We just got a level 30 gear piece. Maybe it's level 30. I could be wrong. Still, we're over leveled for it. Alright, let's go to the strange portal. First off, let's go ahead and put another sandstorm in. There we go. Now to the strange portal. And then we will have finished the first area of Wisteria. There's only 2 areas plus the tournament, so it's really not that big of a world.
You follow the instructions in the incantation, using the items you gathered and the soul stone to power it. When you finish the incantation, the magic portal vanishes. No more goblins will come through it.
Clutch. Alright, it's Groundskeeper Vern.
By the great tree, you've done it! Lord Graustark will trouble this street no longer. You should tell Headmistress Crisp the wonderful news. Be proud of what you've accomplished.
Easy with the side quest, Groundskeeper. Alright. To Belladonna Crisp to tell her the good news that we have saved Pegasus Place. Alright, Belladonna. We saved Pegasus Place.
What's that? You've impressed me. Maybe you've been able to learn a thing or two about magic, despite your training.
Are you insulting Alhazred?
Though your aid in the Pegasus Place matter is appreciated, it will not affect your participation in the tournament. Speaking of, it is time for you to report to Mrs. Dowager. The first round of magical dueling is about to commence.
Oh, the first round. Now this outfit is actually pretty cool. Maybe use it as like a energy gear or something. So we're gonna lock it up. It's pretty nostalgic. Just like the rockin' outfit. Alright, let's talk to Mrs. Dowager. We might level next level. Or next quest. Level 46 hype.
Why, hello again. I hope you've had a relaxing time settling in. Look at the time. The tournament should commence soon. Oh, but I've yet to give the students copies of the tournament rules.
Of course you haven't, because when do these people actually do what they're supposed to do?
Could you be a dear and help me out? I need you to go give copies of the rules to each of the competitors. Here is one for your own use, and copies for Beatrice Wildwind, Kisai Shugenja, Nalia Dunstrider, and Randolph Spellshine.
She does it again, dude. That's just weird.
You can find them all in the student dormitory. Return to me when you've given them their tournament rules.
Alright, to the student dormitory. Alright, Beatrice.
The tournament rules? Thank you. It'll be great to duel. I can't wait to see what you've got. Can you help me with something?
Whoa.
I went to look around, but I suspect that one of the wood goblins took it.
Most excellent. I was concerned about the lack of formalities. I will now meditate on the coming duel. Muda's smile upon you.
What a legend.
You have my thanks. It is wise for them to enforce rules to this tournament. Best for the safety of all.
True. This guy.
Rules? I don't need any stinking rules. I've got this tournament in the bag.
That's not what he's gonna say when the judgment smacks him in the face. All right. What do you got, Mrs. Dowager?
Thank you. Now that that little matter is out of the way, we can get started. It is what you came here for, after all.
True.
Before you compete for the Spiral Cup, there is a time-honored tradition students have when they want good luck for a test. You should go into the tournament hall and knock on the Spiral Cup. It rings like a bell. But now it is time for your first magical duel. Off now, and good luck.
We leveled. Level 46. We are 2 levels away from Power Nova, which is going to be a spell we use for pretty much the rest of the game. Rank 7 AoEs are pretty much the staple. Rank 4 AoEs are good, so we'll still use Sandstorm
The
occasionally.
Spiral Cup is missing. How could that be? Maybe Benedict Glendemming knows what has happened.
But yeah, Power Nova is going to be an insane spell for the rest of our journey when we hit level 48. Going to help us out a lot.
There you are. I noticed the Spiral Cup was missing, and I wanted to see how you would react to that. This is quite suspicious. With the Spiral Cup missing, the tournament will be a mockery. Pigswick Academy will be known as the school that lost the prize. You should inform Mrs. Dowager about this. She will know what to do.
To Mrs. Dowager.
The what is what? Do not worry overmuch. I am certain that the Spiral Cup will turn up sometime soon. It must just be a terrible mistake. If it was taken deliberately, it was undoubtedly the work of someone attempting to discredit Pigswick Academy. No matter. Even without the cup, the tournament must continue without delay. Please report to Benedict in the tournament hall to start.
Alright. The tournament must go on.
Mrs. Dowager is right. The Spiral Cup is but a prize. What is important is the skill and courage that wins it. We will see about finding the cup in due course, but now it is time for your duel. You are matched against Kisai Shugenja, our representative from Mushu. You must face one another in the Hall of the Hydra.
The Hall of the Hydra.
Return here when the duel has a winner.
Alright. Let's get it to the Hall of the Hydra.
Greetings, O honorable opponent. Though I will defeat you, I hold for you the greatest respect.
He is balanced. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, let's see what he's got. $705. Alright, I'm guessing death. We're finally gonna get death. Life. And it took him out in one shot. Poor guy.
You were the worthiest opponent I have yet dueled. I have learned much from this encounter, and I thank you for the lesson.
You're welcome.
Master Glendemming awaits word of the outcome of our duel. Could you deliver it to him?
I will. What a legend. Look at that. You can see the bracket. So next, Valcor Sandust has to fight Beatrice Wildwind. All right, Benedict, we won.
You are the victor? I am surprised. Young Shugenja is quite the duelist. Perhaps Diego taught you something after all.
He did. Alhazred did as well.
On the matter of the disappearance of the Spiral Cup, I have examined the area and made an important finding. Congratulations on your victory. You should tell Mrs. Dowager what has transpired and deliver this to her, will you?
Benedict hands you a small sealed pouch with his stamp upon it.
All right, to Mrs. Dowager.
The first round goes to Ravenwood. What's this? A pouch from Glendemming? Let me see what's inside. It is vitally important that someone tell Headmistress Crisp that the Spiral Cup has been misplaced. Can you do it? Report to her office and let her know that we are still searching for it. Please give this pouch to her and do not open it.
Alright, what TC did we get for that? Tower Shield, actually not a bad one. That's actually pretty good. That's valid. Alright, to Belladonna Crisp.
I heard about your victory in the first round. But what's this I hear about the Spiral Cup? And what's in that little pouch? Benedict Glendemming has sent me a piece of evidence that points to the identity of the one who made away with the Spiral Cup. Before I make any accusations, I would like you to go to the student dormitory and bring your Ravenwood ring back here. It is probably in the small dresser you were assigned. Please do fetch it at once.
I believe this is the side quest we have to do.
You must accept my apology for the delays with the tournament. In the
yeah, I think this is the one that will get us the
and ask Mr. Charterley if he can find some use for you.
Access to the dungeon with the wallflower. So Chatterly, I believe, is that quest that I was talking about earlier that you need to do to get the wallflower from the library archives. This is a quest. But yeah, let's go to our dresser. We'll continue the main story. We'll do that at the very end when we need to get the wallflower from there. To the dresser. But yeah, we've accomplished a lot. We beat Malistaire today, and now we're questing through Wisteria. Pretty exciting.
You searched the dresser for the Ravenwood ring Mr. Lincoln gave you, but it is missing.
Rip. Yeah, we actually beat Malistaire pretty quickly within the first 20 or 30 minutes of the stream. So we decided to do Wisteria to make the stream a little bit longer, because Wisteria doesn't really take that long and we need extra levels.
Missing, was it? Exactly as I thought. Is this what you were looking for?
Headmistress Crisp opens the small pouch from Benedict, and out falls your school ring.
What the hell?
Glendemming claims this was found at the scene of the crime. It seems highly suspicious. Almost too easy?
Exactly.
Headmaster Ambrose must wish to regain the Spiral Cup, so I wonder if he has sent you to take it by trickery. Still, leaving such an obvious clue at the scene of the crime is such a dunderheaded move, even for a student of Ravenwood. Despite the loss of the Spiral Cup, the tournament will not be stopped, which means you must return to the tournament hall. Speak with Master Glendemming and see who you are due to compete with next. Return to me when you have completed your match.
Go ahead and leave a mark at her since we have to go back. They're framing us. They're framing us, lads. They're framing us. This is not good. It's alright. We're still going to win the tournament. We're a legend. And we're also severely overleveled because we decided to do all of Arc 1 instead of doing side content, which is the best way to do it. Benedict, what's up?
Headmistress Crisp wants to continue the tournament. Very well, then. Your next duel is in the Hall of the Harpy. I have drawn lots to see who you will compete with. This round, you must pit your magic skills against Beatrice Wildwind. Speak to her once you get inside the Hall of the Harpy, and begin when you are both ready. The winner must report back to me.
Alright. On to the Hall of the Harpy to defeat Beatrice.
Are you ready to begin? I haven't come all the way from Weirwood to lose this match. So don't expect any mercy.
Yeah. Oh no, 400 health. I don't really know. I don't think you're gonna live this judgment. Oh, she passed. Oh no, why'd you pass? Yeah, she didn't even cast a spell.
I thought I had you. Good match, though. Maybe I'll have better luck next year.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm sure Master Glendemming will want to hear the outcome of the duel. Can you tell him?
Yep. Dang. That sucks. Alright, this is the bracket. We'll now then face Nalia Doonstrider, the girl from Mirage. Next. Which is pretty cool. Let's put another sandstorm in. There we go. Back to Benedict. See how surprised he is.
You won! Congratulations! Though this does not clear you from suspicion. Report back to Headmistress Crisp in her office. I'm sure she has more questions for you.
Alright. Luckily we left a port at Belladonna Crisp. What do you got for me, Belladonna?
You've returned, with the air of victory about you. Very impressive. If you wish to prove your innocence, you'll need to do a bit of detective work. Go to the tournament hall and inspect the area where the Spiral Cup was taken, where Benedict claimed to find your ring. Inspect the area. See if you can find anything that proves you aren't the culprit. Return to me with your findings.
Alright. Let's go ahead and go back to where the Spiral Cup was found to be missing.
You find a few tiny leaves, pieces of bark, and some strands of vine. They don't look like they belong here.
Yeah, they don't. Very weird. Let's go back to Belladonna Crisp. What do you got for me?
That may have been tracked in by the thief. The clues you found might help us determine the guilty party. Perhaps someone tracked in those bits of leaf and bark. Groundskeeper Vern knows all there is to know about the plants found on Wisteria, the world of Pigswick Academy. Maybe he can help you. Take those scraps of plant to Groundskeeper Vern on Pegasus Place, and tell me what you learn.
Alright. Back to our boy Groundkeeper's Vern. See what he has to say. I mean, we were definitely innocent. We were helping out with the goblin problem in Pegasus Place.
Let me take a look at those. That plant isn't anything native to Wisteria. Ask Professor Drawers outside the Earth classroom. He'll know.
All right. To Professor Chester Drawers.
Very interesting. Where did you find this, you say? It looks like the mysterious new growth that overruns all of Tanglewood Way, but there is no way to be sure. Pity the street is closed off to all students. The Spiral Cup will never be recovered, and Pigswick will suffer for it. I suggest returning to Headmistress Crisp and telling her that this investigation is at a dead end.
I don't know, man. That's a little sus. Back to Belladonna.
No one was able to identify the mysterious pieces of plant? Most suspicious. All of us at Pigswick Academy must maintain decorum in this trying time, and that means continuing with the tournament. To the tournament hall with you then, where you must meet with Master Glendemming and compete in your next match. Return here when you have completed your duel to continue our investigation into the Spiral Cup's disappearance.
All right, continuing on with the tournament. All right, Benedict.
I'm afraid your duel is delayed. You must face Naria Doonstrider in the Hall of the Spectre, but she is nowhere to be found. Can you go to the student dormitory and see if she is still there? Warn her that if she does not show, the duel is forfeit.
Dang, she didn't show up. Not cool. I mean, technically, if we wanted to, we didn't really have to go get her. We could just make her not show up, you know, and get the dub. But we'll beat her anyways, so let's just go ahead and just see why she's not showing up.
I'm ruined. My wand. I lost it somewhere and I can't compete without it. I know we're competitors, but can you help me? I was with Randolph Spellshine when I lost it. My world of Mirage has few plants, and I wanted to see Tanglewood Way. Randolph agreed to help me sneak in to see the street, but it was full of strange and scary tree people. I had to flee. Maybe Randolph Spellshine knows where my lost wand might be. Could you speak to him and see if he saw where I lost it?
Alright, let's talk to Randolph.
Really? Nalia has lost her wand? It's a miracle she noticed at all. What kind of wizard loses their wand? Sure, she dropped it in Tanglewood Way when she fled in fear. I suppose I could have said something, but why would I?
What a guy. Not. This guy's totally catching a judgment to the face.
If she can't keep track of her wand, and it harms her in the tournament, more power to the rest of us, eh?
Bruh, that is not the right attitude.
Go and tell Nalia her wand is still there in Tanglewood Way, if she's brave enough to go get it on her own.
It's on Tanglewood Way? Oh no, I can't go back there.
Don't worry, we'll do it.
When Randolph Spellshine and I went into Tanglewood Way, we convinced Lieutenant Roger to let us through the gate. Could you go and see if Lieutenant Roger will let you into Tanglewood Way so you can find and return my missing wand?
All right, let's do it. Tanglewood Way. Oops. Which is right over here. Let's talk to Roger.
Hold it right there. No one else will enter this street. 2 students got in earlier and they barely escaped. If you're looking for a missing wand, you might ask Sergeant Harvey over there. He may have seen it before we closed the way.
Sorry, I haven't seen any wand, but then I wasn't really looking when I turned tail and ran right out of there. If you want to go into Tanglewood Way and find that lost wand, there's a small crack in the wall. You can wriggle right through.
Alright, that's what we gotta do. Alright, let's find her wand. Now we're good.
This looks like it might belong to Nalia. You should check in with Sergeant Harvey, then take it back to her. Looking around, you notice a lot of greenery that looks suspiciously like the plants you found in the tournament hall.
It's kind of sus. Alright, let's head back to Sergeant Harvey. Harvey, what's up?
You found it. Good work, that. I'm sure Nalia Doomstrider will want to see it back soon.
To Nalia. And then it looks like we'll have to battle her in the tournament. Alright, Nalia, we got your wand.
My wand! I've been beside myself with worry. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Now that I've got my wand, I'm ready to duel. You should go tell Master Glendemming that I'll be there shortly. I'll see you in the tournament hall in the Hall of the Spectre.
Alright, so we get a level 20 wand, so I do think it is level 20. I remember this wand back in the day would give you the pip, and it was so clutch to have. But now the Sky Iron Hosta is just way better. It is 10 levels higher, but still. I'm just going to stick with the Sky Iron Hosta for a while. So good. Oops. Alright, Benedict, we got her wand.
So, Nalia Doomstrider will be gracing us with her presence, will she? I applaud you for your sportsmanship. If she had not shown up for the duel, you would have won by default. Go to the Hall of the Spectre and show her what you're worth. And return to me when the duel is completed.
Is that Malistaire? Are these all the people that have won before? Because there's Diego, there's Malistaire, there's some Pigswick guy. Is this Al has red? No way. That's actually sweet. I think that's Merle Ambrose too. Is this the Emperor of Mushu? Some Marleybonian. That's sweet. There must be past winners.
Once again, I thank you for your effort recovering my lucky wand. I will not pull any punches in our duel, though.
Alright. We'll see if you fare any better than anybody else. Well, at least you casted a spell on, like, Beatrice. But, your time has ended. Good luck. And she's knocked out of the tournament.
I am indebted to you. You showed me courtesy and sportsmanship, and still, you defeated me soundly.
What respect?
Tell Master Glendemming that you were the winner today. Good luck to you. I hope you are the one who wins the tournament.
Alright, looks like we fight Randolph Spellshine now. And the finals. Going to be epic to fight that guy. I have a judgment waiting for him.
You just might take surprise. I'm watching the standings of all other competitors, and you're one of the few unbeaten wizards. I trust Headmistress Crisp has more business with you. Business concerning the recovery of the Spiral Cup.
Alright, back to Belladonna Crisp.
I'm astonished. You're doing quite well. Would that Wizard City had seen fit to compete these past few years. So, you claim to have seen something like those pieces of plant from the tournament hall in Tanglewood Way, right? I think the logical choice is to report to Sergeant Harvey at Tanglewood Way and see if he can help you learn more.
Alright, we're gonna go back to Harvey. Oops. To Sergeant Harvey.
I knew you'd be back before too long. I can't help you with the green men who've overrun Tanglewood Way, even if you're sure they took the Spiral Cup. I suggest defeating several of them and seeing if they drop pieces of leaf, bark, and vine like the ones you found. Go into Tanglewood Way. When you've gathered some of that evidence, bring it back to me and we'll compare.
All right.
You notice that all of the creatures on this street move and act as if they're part of a single being.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. Alright. Get rid of that. Put that there. We'll go ahead and blade up once, since we didn't get the power pip. And then we'll hit next. Alright, sandstorm time. Let's see if this will take them out and maybe we'll collect what we need. Yep, we took them out. Let's see if we collect. Man, they got a long death animation. And we got it. Back to Harvey.
Let's see what you've gathered. It looks like the scraps you took from the green men match those from the tournament hall. Why would they steal the Spiral Cup? When the green men first appeared, groundskeeper Vern studied them a bit. Maybe he can tell you more.
Alright, let's go back to groundskeeper Vern. See what he has to say. Dun 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 dun.
I don't know much more than you do, but the Earth magic instructor, Professor Drawers, is the real expert on the green men. He did a lot of work in Tanglewood Way examining them when they first appeared. He ordered the street to be closed. Go speak to him outside his classroom. Drawers should help you get to the bottom of things.
Alright, the Chester Drawers. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Yeah, I am excited about Helvent Tower though, at level 60. It's definitely not as useful as it used to be, but it's definitely pretty cool to do. Just to say you did it.
I was afraid you'd discover that the green men were involved. This isn't good at all. This is a most distressing turn of events. Still, I have just the thing to deal with the green men and recover the spiral cup. Step into my classroom, won't you? And let's see if we can't get you straightened out.
Alright, into the Earth, School of Earth. What the hell, man? Bro dug out a hole in his freaking classroom.
I hadn't anticipated you discovering my connection to the green men so soon. You won't leave here to warn the others.
What? Okay, I think we shouldn't have too much
Time
help.
to review your homework. Today's subject, traps.
Oh, he cheats. Oh, what the heck? He has like no... What? Yeah, bro has like no health. He's got 675 health. The minions have more health than him. Is there a cheat that I'm not aware of? Let's see. We'll see what happens. Well, that was pretty easy.
Now that I have been defeated, I can think for myself. Let me get out of this place. Speak to me in the street.
All right. Let's see what he has to say for himself. We're stuck. There we go. What's up, Chester?
I've never been so thankful for a drubbing, let me tell you. The magical defeat you inflicted has broken the enthrallment Lord Bramble has over me. For a while, I will tell you what I can before his spell reasserts itself. Lord Bramble is the culprit, the one behind the theft. Lord Bramble wants to reclaim all of Wisteria to the wild, overgrown state it was before Pigswick Academy was founded. He wants to discredit Pigswick and to pit Ravenwood against it. That is why he chose to have me frame you for the theft. You must go to Tanglewood Way and defeat Lord Bramble in his tower. He has my soul trapped in a wooden doll. Bring it to me. It may be that he still has the spiral cup in his keeping. If it has not been smashed to bits, it will be in Bramble's tower.
You heard it. He's being possessed by Lord Bramble. Good thing we have Lord Murphy to defeat him. So we have to go defeat Lord Bramble. Also, the wallflower should be... Yeah, we haven't grabbed the Tanglewood Way one yet. We also have to grab the Pigswick Academy one, which shouldn't be too hard. I'm trying to remember where it is, to be honest with you. I gotta remember where this one is. I know it's in this last area, but where? I think it's over here. Yep, there it is. Alright, we'll have to look for the Pigswick Academy one too. I think it's near the dorms that we're staying at. Oh, we're gonna get pulled. This guy needs to move. Alright, there we go. To Lord Bramble's tower. Yeah, Chest for Drawers was a lot easier than I remember. Although, we're pretty over-leveled, like I've said, and we are just questing right through. So we'll probably finish... We're pretty close to the end of Wisteria, so...
I knew that Drawers was weak and would fail me, but I did not expect him to fall to a mere child. Come and face your doom.
Alright, let's see how tough this guy is. Okay. So we're gonna have to blade up. Lord Bramble. Let's see what he's up to. Yeah, we'll have to blade up to kill. But nothing that hard. There was a lot harder bosses in Dragon Spear. Blade up again, and we'll hit, and we should kill. No problem with the double blade. And there's the spiral cup. There's the spiral cup we've needed this whole time. Okay, let's go ahead and sandstorm. Ah, we got weakness. I think we should still kill. Hopefully. If not, we can just judgment. No big deal. Yeah, we don't even need the enchant. He's dead. Oh my gosh, we probably should have enchanted. What are we doing? Does it still kill without the enchant? Yes. We're not bad.
Lord Bramble drops a small wooden doll, the one Professor Drawers spoke of. And there it is, the spiral cup.
All right. To Chester Drawers. Let's go ahead and port back to Pigswick Academy. Be a little bit quicker. All right, Chester. One thing we are going to do first is grab the wallflower from Pigswick Academy because I've flown right past it a couple of times. I just forgot. Well, it's on my mind. It's going to be right over here. Across from the, I guess, dorms or whatever. To Chester. What's up, buddy?
You have defeated Lord Bramble and put a stop to his madness. And with that wooden doll, my soul is now mine again. Go tell Headmistress Crisp that the spiral cup is recovered, and the dastardly plot is at an end.
Alright, to Belladonna Crisp. We're almost done with this world. So today, where I thought most of the stream would be Malistaire's dungeon, it actually was like 20 minutes and the rest was Wisteria.
Well, well, well. You have been busy. I'm relieved to put the matter of the missing spiral cup behind us, and I apologize for our suspicions.
Apology accepted.
Could you be so kind as to return the cup to the tournament hall and to speak to Master Glendinning about your final match?
Alrighty. First things first, let's go ahead and get this last wallflower so we can finish Pigswick with the final duel. I think it's a little bit more fitting that way. Finish it by the final duel instead of doing a side dungeon.
Bravo! I was hoping someone would be assigned to help me out. So much to do.
Alright, I think it's in the stacks.
One of my student assistants has gone missing while venturing. I sent Deirdre Knight. I'm sure Deirdre has just gotten lost, but help her out if she's run into trouble. See if you can bring the textbook back as well.
Alright, so you have to do this side quest to get into it. I don't know why a side quest has it in there, but it does. So let's go ahead and do it real quick, and then we'll finish with the tournament. And yeah,
you hear a horrible growl and a faint cry for help.
All right. Let's go ahead and there's the wallflower. Got that, but now let's might as well get this out of our spell quest. Shouldn't be too hard of a battle. Just wrap this up. I believe it's just one battle if I remember correctly. So the wallflowers as soon as you walk in. If you have a friend, maybe you can just pour it in.
Help! I accidentally summoned this rough beast and I can't be rid of it!
How do you accidentally summon a beast? Oh, that's not what I want to do. Let's go ahead and blade up. We're gonna Judgment it. Actually has more health than most of the bosses in this world. We should be able to kill with double blade. Yeah, we should be able to kill here. Yep, a little bit of an overkill, but that's okay. Let's talk to the student.
Thank you for your help. I would have been trapped here all night if you hadn't come along. The textbook I was sent to find was about the magic of Grizzleheim. I'm not sure where the Wildclaw dropped it.
The magic of Grizzleheim, which is kind of funny because the world will be starting tomorrow is Grizzleheim. Wait, where's the textbook? Oh, it's right here in the middle. Alright, the Hugo. See, it's not that bad of a dungeon, especially if you're doing it over leveled like me. It's really not that bad. Make sure we got the wildflower. Yep, talk to Zeke. Yeah, so it's really not as bad as it looks.
Zounds! A Wildclaw summoned into the stacks? What was Deirdre thinking?
And you don't have to do the other side quest, which is epic. You just kind of got to do the one to get the wallflower. So now let's talk, not to Diego, that's the main quest. Let's talk to Zeke, turn that in. That way we can wrap up with the main quest in Wisteria afterwards. Yeah, so we were able to defeat Malistaire and do all of Wisteria. Wisteria is a really short world. If you do it, it might take you a little bit longer if you do it on level, but if you do it higher level, then you get the same amount of XP, and... Okay, that sitting animation is sweet.
You did it! Thank you very much, little wizard!
Alright, and with that we got Wisteria Explorer as a badge, and we hit a level today, so we hit level 46 by doing Malistaire, and that... We still aren't quite done with Wisteria. We are wrapping up, but we are going to finish it before finishing stream. Let's put the spiral cup back.
You return the spiral cup to its proper place.
Alright. Benedict, what do you got for me?
I thank you for restoring the spiral cup to its rightful place. Though you have proved a worthy duelist, I feel it will stay here.
I don't know, Benedict.
The student you face for your final round of the tournament is none other than Randolph Spellshine. Randolph is my greatest pupil, the finest student I have ever taught in all of my years at Pigswick Academy.
That's not really going to say much when I one-shot him.
Still, you must at least attempt the formality of the duel. Go to the Hall of the Gorgon to face your defeat.
The Hall of the Gorgon. Let's go ahead and see how Ranshot... Oh, yeah, I forgot there's a little bit of an entrance here. Have you ever PvP? I'm pretty sure this is a PvP arena. Randolph Spellshine, he's a myth.
Didn't think
he
you'd
cheats
show up.
too.
Well, you've had a good run, but this is where you meet your better.
Yo, you do not understand how badly I just want to judgment you really, really quickly. 775, 24. Okay, so it does 275 per pip. I have 4 pips. I think it kills. Please one-shot this guy. Yes. That's what you get, Randolph.
I'm beaten, though I could barely believe it. You're a better wizard than I am. Far.
We one-shot everybody in the tournament.
Go and tell Master Glendemming that you have defeated the best that Pigswick Academy has to offer.
You're the best? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Look at that. Go ahead and screenshot that. Beautiful. Valcor Sandust, winner of the Spiral Cup. This is mine. What has this guy got to say about it?
Unbelievable. This hall will be the emptier for the lack of the cup that has adorned it for so long. Go and tell Headmistress Crisp that Pigswick's record is broken, and that Ravenwood is the winner now.
Back to Belladonna. Wonder what she's gonna say.
How does that feel?
Pretty dang good. That judgment to Randolph Spellshine's face was epic.
I can't say I'm pleased to see the Spiral Cup leaving our care, but it truly went to the best wizard in the tournament. Return to Wizard City and tell Headmaster Ambrose of your victory, but remind him that next year, we will take the cup back.
No, you won't. Look at that. Now we go to Merle. And we are done with Wisteria. So not only did we beat Arc 1 today, we beat Malistaire. First things first, let's go ahead and put it down so we don't ever mistaken it. We'll just put it here for now. We'll fix it later. Look at that. Merle Ambrose is gonna be so proud. And we hit level 46 today. We beat Merle. We beat Malistaire today. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. So then I was like, oh yeah, we can just do Wisteria, and we did Wisteria also, which didn't take that long either. But yeah, we did two really good things today. We beat Arc 1, finished up Malistaire, and then we did Wisteria. Merle, we did it.
How was your term abroad? Very interesting. Oh, you've done your school proud and showed them what true wizards are made of. Extra credit for you. Your arrival is well timed. I must ask for your assistance once more. As you know, there are many worlds in the Spiral. Wizard City is one, and you likely know of others. One of these worlds is Grizzleheim, a cold and wintry place peopled with fierce warriors. The Grizzleheim World Tree was once linked to the rest of the Spiral, but the contact was lost. We thought it was destroyed. Bartleby now informs me that the portal to Grizzleheim is now active and travel there is possible. Oh, fortuitous news indeed. We have great need of friends in this dark time. Go to Grizzleheim and make allies of the fierce warriors dwelling there. You should speak to their king.
And we are going to be doing Grizzleheim tomorrow. We will land there today. Let's go ahead and quick sell all the stuff we don't need. Keep that for possible stitches in the future. Got a lot of stuff. Go ahead and just sell that. Alright, let's head to Grizzleheim. That way tomorrow we can start off on the quest to journey through Grizzleheim. I don't think we will get to Wintertusk tomorrow. I think Grizzleheim is a lot longer than I remember. I could be completely wrong. Grizzleheim. But yeah, we're gonna do Grizzleheim and then Wintertusk, which is a lot harder. So let's go ahead and talk to Zeke. Actually, we can't talk to Zeke yet. Okay. It's weird. Don't know why we can't talk to Zeke, but that's okay. Let's talk to Bjorn.
Ho there, Outlander. What brings you to Grizzleheim?
You explain that you've been sent to speak with the king of Grizzleheim.
You want to speak with our king? Not today, little wizard. Our king doesn't just speak with any young cub who asks. No offense intended, but only the most worthy of warriors can speak with the king of Grizzleheim. I'm Bjorn Ironclaws, a famous hero of my people. If you make a name for yourself, I will speak for you and see that you get to meet our king. No one here trusts an outsider. All great warriors of Grizzleheim have a band of allies to trust and rely on. If you want to see our king, you should become a member of my band. My men will show you our ways, so you're no outsider. Go and speak to my sword brother Hagen Shieldbreaker in our camp by the river. Tell him I sent you.
You're about to enter an area that is intended for level 20 player or higher. If you find combat too challenging, you can return later when you have leveled up. Well, we are way higher than level 20, so I think we're gonna be okay. We are 26 levels higher than level 20, so we should be fine. But yeah, this world is a lower leveled world. Let's get Zeke's Yardbird quest real quick. There are challenging parts of the Grizzleheim though, towards the end.
Never you mind. Something important, I reckon. I was wondering if you could do old Zeke a favor.
Yeah, so the way Grizzleheim works is the first couple areas are leveled, but then they progressively get higher and higher. So eventually I think it gets up to like level 40. So towards the end we should struggle a little bit. Definitely. So I gotta be prepared for that. And then Wintertusk is really hard. So we'll have to be prepared for that also. Also, the first Yardbird is over here on top of the lookout. The first Yardbird. Okay. Then we will go to Sarverstead Pass and end the stream. Pretty successful stream today. Defeated Malistaire, beat Arc 1, and then we also did all of Wisteria and are now starting Grizzleheim for tomorrow.
What brings you to the camp of Bjorn Ironclaws? Bjorn sent you? He wants us to teach you our ways and see if you're worthy of joining our band? Fair enough. Let us start then. If you wish to learn our ways and join this band, you must learn to be fearless at all times. Fear profits you nothing. Your destiny was woven long ago, and nothing you do can escape fate. It is best to meet challenges with courage in your heart and a blade in your hand. I do not know if you are cowardly or courageous. Only you know which. Go to our old burial ground and defeat 3 troubled warriors. Return then, and tell me what was in your heart.
Alright. We're going to defeat those troubled warriors tomorrow. Also, fun fact about these troubled warriors. If you ever need the couch potato farm, they drop them very, very low percentage. So you'll have to battle a lot of them just to get them. But yeah, they do drop them. We're gonna go ahead and end it here though. Thank you guys so much for, let's go ahead and switch mounts since this one will end. Go ahead and get on the mount for tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the live streams. We beat Arc 1 and Stream 7. We beat Wisteria today. So we beat Malistaire, Wisteria, and we have started Grizzleheim. We hit level 46 today. So excited to continue on with the live stream into these side worlds and then very soon into Arc 2. Until tomorrow, hope you guys have a great day.